خبر.
Hi everyone, this is Susan from Aryan Education Center. Today I'm going to teach you the first lesson, how to read and write in Farsi. Before I start the lesson, I would like to give you a little instruction how to be successful in this course. So you need to have some material such as your notebook, something like this, an index card because you need to write your words on these index cards and try to memorize them and use it for your practice purposes. And you need a textbook, and you also need a pencil and eraser, very important. You write with pencil, not with pen, because you need to erase. Handwriting is very important in Farsi, and in Farsi we write from right to left. Numbers we write from left to right. So it's very important how to practice. I want you to write your words on index cards. So where the lines are, you're going to write your Farsi word, and then you can write your English meaning in the back. So if you want to save some paper or space, you can divide your cards in half, because that's enough for you to be able to write your letter and words on index cards. So I think spending at least 1 hour for each lesson would be a very good idea for those of you who want to learn the course. So for every 10 minutes, you want to make sure you spend at least 1 hour of studying. So the way that I want you to use your notebook, this is how I want you to use your notebook. Make sure you always put your lesson number and you put your date where you get your lesson. And that's how you put your new words or letters, and try to practice them at least 10-15 times, as much as you think you have the mastery of that part of the lesson. So that's my little instruction for you to be able to be successful in this course. So you can really learn well if you just use these recorded videos, so that you can repeat it as many times as you want, so that you can learn better. So the first letter that I'm going to teach you is Aleph. Aleph, which we actually say ah. Ah, and I'm going to write it on the board so that you can easily learn it. So I'm looking for my black marker so that you can see it better. So, Aleph. So you go straight down and you put the hat on. You go down first, and then you go up and come down. So, and then this is a straight line, Aleph, or Ah. See how my mouth is, Ah. It's not A, it's not A, it's Ah, okay? So this is also Ah. So we have two kind of Ah. This only comes in the beginning of the word, and this comes for connecting any other letter. It can come in the beginning, or it can come in the middle. So this can come only in the beginning. So I'm going to rewrite it again so that you understand how to write it. So you go straight down, Ah, you put the hat, and this comes only in the beginning of your word. And this goes down straight. So you go from top to the bottom. So, and lines are very important in Farsi, because you want to make sure especially in the beginning, you want to make sure you use your line paper. So you go down to the line and you put the hat that gives you your ah that you use in the beginning of the word, and then ah for connecting. This is your first letter. And then second letter is B. be kuchik, meaning a small b. Be bozorg, be kuchik, be bozorg. So, be kuchik for connecting, it can come in the beginning or in the middle. This can only come at the end. So any small letter only comes in the, most of the time it comes in the beginning or in the middle. But this always comes at the end of the word. Okay? So, be kuchik, a small be, and be bozorg. Be bozorg only at the end. Ah, only in the beginning of the word. Ah. Remember, this is not ah, this is not a, this is only ah. Look at my mouth, it opens widely. Ah. Aleph. We call that aleph in Farsi, but actually pronounced as ah. Ah for the beginning of the new word that you're learning, and then this is for connecting. Because in Farsi, we connect the letters. So you'll see it as I teach you, as we go on. So this is ba, ba. See, ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. See how I write it? Ba, ba. So you want to make sure you start writing from right to left. Ba, ba. Meaning dad. Baba means dad. Ab. So I told you this is going to be ah. Beginning ah. You can only put it in the beginning of the word. Ab. Aleph and be. Ab. Ab. Water. So far you have two new words to memorize. Baba, dad. Ab, water. Baba, be-a, be-a, ba. So this sounds like ah, remember. Not a or a, ah. So this is be kuchik, kuchik in Farsi meaning a small, be kuchik, be bozorg. Be kuchik is for connecting, be bozorg is at the end of the word. Okay, baba means dad, ab means water. Okay, this is the end of, now before I go, actually, before I finish the lesson, I want to show you how you can actually write it on your card. So, this is your A, or Aleph, sounds like A, Aleph, and then B, small B and big B. Be kuchik, be bozorg. Be kuchik for connecting, be bozorg at the end of the word. Okay, and then we have your first word, ab, water. That's how you write. Ab, water. And then baba, that's how you write on your card. And that's dad. So this is a great way to learn your new vocabulary, because you can test your memory, because you can easily put this side and say, okay, what is water in Farsi? Then you say ab, and you can write it down and practice it. And you don't need anybody to test you. You can test it yourself and check your understanding. And or if you want to go to this one, Baba, and then you can say, okay, Baba means dad, so you can use both sides for practice purposes. So for next time, what I want you to do is practice the new letters and the new words, and also make sure in your notebook, that's how I want you to write. I want you to write 10 times at least these new letters and new words. And next lesson, I'm going to continue, hoping that you practiced enough. Remember, for every 10 minutes of my lesson or every lesson that I have for you, you want to make sure you spend 1 hour of practicing. Thank you very much for your attention.